Today we have gathered here to worship Shri Krishna. We must understand the significance of Shri Krishna's advent on the Vishuddhi Chakra. As you know very well, except for once or twice, Shri Brahmadeva has taken his incarnation. Also once Shri Ganesha has taken his birth as Lord Jesus Christ. But Vishnu Tattva, the principle of Vishnu, has taken many a times birth on this earth, as the goddess had to take many a times her birth. They had to work together many a times, and with the principle of Vishnu, the principle of Mahalakshmi has acted to help the ascent of the people. So the principle of Vishnu is for your ascent, for the evolutionary process of human beings. Through this advent and through the power of Mahalakshmi, we have become human beings from amoeba stage. This is a spontaneous working for us, but for the principle of Vishnu, he had to go through various incarnations to evolve. As you know, there have been incarnations of Sri Vishnu as a fish to begin with. I went on till it came to the state of Shri Krishna, where they say that he has become complete. But one has to realize that he works on our central nervous system. He builds our central nervous system. Through our evolutionary process, our central nervous system has been built up. And this central nervous system has given us all the human awareness that we have. Otherwise, we would have been just like the stones. But through this building up of our awareness, one after another, building up different chakras within us, this principle of Vishnu has brought us to the understanding that we have to seek the truth and ultimately we have to become Sahaja Yoguis. So this principle of Shri Krishna is so important that at the state, as we call it the Vishuddhi Chakra, we become complete. In the sense that when the Sahasrara is opened out for you and you start feeling the vibrations, you are not yet fully complete. If you were just complete, then it would have been an end of your evolution. Because at that stage, if you had finished it, then there was no need to have Sahaja Yoga. But actually it means that once the Sahasrara is opened out, then you have to come down to your Vishuddhi Chakra. That means to your collective. If it is not working on your Vishuddhi Chakra, the enlightenment on Vishuddhi Chakra, you cannot feel the vibrations. as you saw yesterday, the artist started playing in a very new dimension. It's not that only they got awakening of the Kundalini. The awakening of the Kundalini was there, no doubt. But it had to come down to their Vishuddhi chakra. If I could not have brought it back to their Vishuddhi chakra, their hands would not have moved that fast. They would have never felt the sweetness, the madhurya of Shri Krishna, and they would not have manifested it. So, all that is expressed through your fingers and hands achieves that new awareness of creating the madhurya, the sweetness. In your art, in your music, in your gestures, in every way your hands are very important. But Vishuddhi chakra also plays part, as you know, on the 16 chakras or the subplexuses which look after our face, our ears, nose, eyes, neck. All these things are looked after by Vishuddhi chakra. As a result, also you can become great actors. You can have eyes which are innocent. You can have a skin which is shining. You can have ears which can hear the divine music. You can have a nose which shows your dignity. In the same way, your whole facial expression changes. If you are a very harsh person and a hot-tempered person, and you have harshness on your face, or else if you are like a beggar all the time, or you are crying all the time, weeping, your face looks so miserable, everything changes and comes into the center where you look beautiful, you look attractive in the divine way, and also you get a very sweet countenance. Also the teeth and the tongue are looked after by Vishuddhi chakra. So your teeth which are in trouble get cured. You sometimes, as I told you, I have never been to a dentist all my life. So you can imagine that you don't have to go to the dentist anymore if you have your Vishuddhi chakra all right. Then also your tongue improves. For example, some people are very sarcastic by temperament. They cannot say something sweetly. All the time they are sarcastic, saying sarcastic things. Some people have a habit of abusive language. Some people are extremely beggarish type, all the time talking in a very beggarish manner. There's no dignity, there's no sweetness, and there is no self-confidence for some people. Some people even stammer. Some people cannot stand on the stage and give a lecture. All these things drop out as soon as your Vishuddhi chakra improves. This is only outward. This is the outward manifestation of the Vishuddhi chakra's improvement within yourself through the awakening of Shri Krishna on Vishuddhi chakra. But what happens really is that inside you, you become a witness. You become a witness in the sense that all that is disturbing, all that is troubling you, all that is a problem, you just start watching it. You start witnessing it. You start seeing it, and you do not get disturbed. That seeing, that witnessing state has a tremendous power. Whatever you see without thinking, your problems get solved. Any problem you have, once you get this witness state, what we call tatastha, means you are standing on the shores and watching the waves to move. Then you know how to solve the problems. So your witness state has to be developed, and sometimes I have seen people have to go through little difficulties to develop that witness state. This is very important, that once the Kundalini starts supplying you from your sahasrara downward, moving on your chakras and enriching your different chakras, on the Vishuddhi chakra, when it has to stay, it really tries to little bit take you through turmoils. And you start thinking that, see, now my life was so blissful, I had so many blessings, and now what has happened? But this is the time when you should become tatastha, means you should become a witness. If you become a witness, everything improves.